Hi, today my lesson is for um, those children who are at the Ad1 stage where they can read, they can recognize words and things like that, right? Okay, so I have written sentences for those children who already achieve colors, who already achieve to recognize words and things like that. Maybe without to that level, okay, without having a level of recognizing words or colors or sentence, we can actually introduce to them. Okay, how we can introduce this lesson with many trial for the child to understand. Okay, this one go along with red, this one will go along with green, this one will go along with blue, and this one will go along with yellow. Okay, how you can introduce that for those children who already achieve or already know how to recognize words, okay, or already recognize colors. Okay, how you going to teach that level of children, and how you going to teach also those who have not achieved words and colors. So today's lesson we can apply for those who are not and who are already at that level of recognizing words and colors. Okay, now if you look at it, the materials that I prepared for today is all you can find around our house. Okay, A4 paper, and then magic color or color marker pens and things like that. And I wrote these words, okay, where the child have to place this word with red color bold. All right, and I wrote every word here with red pen, and I need the child to match this sentence to the green bold, so I wrote this with green marker pen. All right, and while this is blue, and I wrote with blue pen. Okay, this is yellow, but I don't think so we can use yellow writing on any paper, because it is not easy to be seen. Another thing also, we can't find books written with colorful wordings and things like that. All books comes with either blue or black color wordings. All right, so this can be like last achievement of the child, or if this can be just things that you see everywhere. Okay, this sentence here. All right, now if you look at this, okay, what is written here is, this is a red bowl. All right, okay, so if you see, I wrote this 4 times, is repeatedly 4 times, all right, I wrote here repeatedly 4 times. Okay, but this is the main thing that the child will need to achieve to match these sentences to the object, and the bowl here all same. All right, now this is a red bowl, this is a green bowl. All right, so let's introduce to the child red and green. All right, how you introduce this, you put the bowls apart, doesn't matter any sides. You put green one side and red one side, into the child few times. Okay, this is a red bowl, you place it here. This is a green bowl, you place it here. All right, so when you do this a few times, the child will able to achieve somewhere along the way. Maybe this is red color, I need to match with red. This is green color, I need to match with green. Okay, or maybe the child already recognize the word red and green. Okay, so they will look at this, because the rest of the words look same, so they will look at these two words and they will able to match. How and what perceptions the child look at the lessons that we introduce only they know better. Okay, but we make it easier, we make it for them to feel success in all the lessons that we introduce to them. All right. Okay, so you place green, you place blue, sorry, red, and you just give them, this is a green bowl, all right, and this is a red bowl. Okay, again we will do it. All right, this is a red bowl, this is a green bowl. All right, again I will do it few times. All right, this is a red bowl and this is a green bowl. So I have done few times, and now I will let the child to match these sentences to this object. This is a red bowl. Okay, you will give it to the students. Okay, both sentences, and we only going to prompt them verbally. This is a red bowl. So you read to the child and wait for the response to match this sentence to this bowl, this object. All right, and this is a green bowl, so the child should able to match. All right, in today's lesson we also can teach sentences through games. Okay, in this manner. Okay, this we have yellow, we have blue sentence. Okay, we have all this in sentence. All right, we can place green here, we can place red here, we can place blue here, we can place yellow here. As I said, doesn't matter which sides, but you just place it apart for them to match with correct sentence, and they have enough space to put these sentences right below or right at the side, or maybe even inside, doesn't matter. All right, they can actually place it. This is blue bowl, they can place it, this is yellow bowl. Okay, and they can also put this is a green bowl. All right, you see, they can place it here, they can place it below the object, they can even place it inside the bowl. All right, and this is a red bowl. All right, they probably can just leave it anywhere closer to the object, doesn't matter, as long the child understand the concept, the child recognize the sentences, the child matches it correctly, no problem, because there is another lesson where the child need to understand, put it in, put it outside, put it below, put it above. You know, this is another lesson where it comes under opposites. All right, so that will be another lesson they will learn. Okay, so there is not a problem where the child plays the sentences to match with the object. So that is not the aim that we're going to focus today. Okay, our aim again, we're going to focus on recognizing the sentences, matching the sentence with the object, and at the same time the child improve fine motor skills, the child will improve hand and eye coordination, the child will improve on behavior management, the child will improve on attention span and things like that. So we can focus on few aims during today's lessons. All right, okay, as I said, the size, no problem where you want to place the ball. We also not going to worry so much about how the child going to match the sentences with the object. So it is not a problem for today's lesson. Okay, unless we don't introduce how and where to put. Okay, so that not going to be a matter to us during the lesson. So if let's say the child place it in the bowl, so please don't use the word no, you cannot put this, because this is not your aim, right? So don't stop the child or don't say no to the correct answer. Okay, because the child easily can get confused of what actually they have done wrong. All right, so let it be anywhere. All right, it is not a problem, but as long the child matches the correct sentence with the correct objects. Okay, so this is one thing that we have to also consider during our lesson. Please don't use the word no, because no most probably or probably will create some sort of confusion, and the child may not put a lot of interest because no is like a failure to them. So we can actually hold the hand. Okay, let's say the child is holding the sentences. We can actually hold the hand and say, okay, where is the blue? You are just prompting physically, but the child is the one doing the work, all right, or moving the hand, all right. So you just see, all right, where's the blue, where's the blue, all right. So you help here and there physically to achieve the task. Okay, maybe when you use two objects, all right, when you use two objects, you can do this, red and blue. Okay, you can actually give cue to the child. Okay, this is a blue ball, so you will be looking at this angle all the time, and helping the child, okay, directly, indirectly say to show this is the answer, right? So when you shift to your another response, this is a red ball, we can look at the ball and keep saying, okay, match this sentence to a red ball, okay, or this is a red ball, can you match? So you will keep looking at this, and the child will place it correctly, because the child know that this is the answer that you are cueing to the child to do correctly, right? So these are the few things that we have to consider during our lessons. Okay, we always must make sure the child achieve the task. Why? To help the child feel winning, okay, during the lesson, or achieving during the lesson, all right. But after few trial, after few classes, if you really want to know the child can do independently, that's where we can have a small test where we give them all the introduction, we give them all the materials, and we just tell them, okay, I'm going to give you all these objects to you, all right, you match it correctly. Okay, in this manner you place all these objects, all right, and we are not going to prompt them. Okay, during the test or during the evaluations, we cannot give any sort of clues. Okay, they need to do, the child need to do independently, all right, like this. We just give the material to the child, okay, and tell the child to match it correctly. Or we can even place all the materials, and we are going to tell them or give them the instructions. Okay, instructions like, okay, today I want you to match these 4 sentences to their correct answers or to their correct colors, all right. So the child should able to do this. This is yellow, this is green, this is red, and this is blue. Okay, so if the child answer correctly, we can do a few times to see whether the child achieved correctly. Okay, and also we have to have the target. Out of 4 questions that you have given the child, if the child achieve the 4 answers correctly, that means the child can go to next level. Okay, all right. If let's say out of these 4, you want the child at least achieve 3, okay, 3 answers correctly, so that will be your target. 3 out of 4 correctly, right? This is yellow, this is green, this is yellow, this is blue, all right, this is red. Okay, if the child answer this correctly in this manner, so it is still all right for me, because my target for today, the child have to achieve 3 answers correctly out of 4 tests that you're going to achieve. Alright, also can. So we have to have a target. How many, how you want the child achieve for today's lesson. Alright, if you still think the child can achieve 4, you can put there, my target for today is 4 out of 4. Alright, so like exactly like what I did today. Okay, and that's for test, to see whether the child is able to do everything correctly. Alright, okay, let's say you still cannot get a good response from the child, and you want to do some interesting activity during the lesson, so that it will help the child to increase the interest in learning. So we can actually do this. Okay, I have a blue ball, a yellow ball, red and green ball here. Okay, I am going to let you do first. Okay, the child will take and place it, everything correctly, or maybe some mistakes. Okay, done. Okay, now it's my turn now. Okay, my turn to match green, yellow, blue and red. Okay, why? If you notice, I have done 2 correctly and 2 mistakes here. Why am I doing this? To see whether child is able to correct me or not. Okay, if you look at this, I put red at blue and blue at red. So you just keep quiet and see whether the child tells you that you have done wrongly, or the child is going to do it for you correctly. So those who are non-verbal, or those who are poor in communication, they actually will help you, okay, by putting it correctly. Okay, or those who are verbal, they actually will tell, teacher, you have done wrongly. Okay, this one has to be here, this one has to be here. So they will help us to correct, and they will feel proud of it, because they think that we have done mistake, and they want to help us to do it correctly. So that is one way to see whether the child have achieved our objective for today, or objective that we prepared for the child to achieve. So special children, normally this is what I observe. Okay, when we use the word no, they may not understand. Okay, if you say cannot, they may not understand. But if you do it, if you do something and they feel it is wrong, they will help us to correct it. Okay, so these are the few things that you need to focus during teaching them sentences, matching sentence to object, sentence to sentence, sentence to words. Okay, so all these lessons we can introduce in this manner. Okay, we can use this method that I introduced today towards any sort of matching that we want to do, object to object. All right, like this, object to object, word to word, picture to picture. So these are the things that we can actually introduce the child with the method that I thought for today. All right.